Hi, it's Pebblesy and I'm back with another channeled video. I've been trying to get this video done for the longest time, but back tonight with a requested video. There was a nice comment left quite a few months ago now regarding the singer, songwriter and guitarist Jeff Buckley. So we're going to be channeling Jeff tonight, who tragically passed in 1997, May 29th. But of course he lives on in another realm, so he's here with me tonight. He's got some topics that he wants to talk about, things that are going to explain some things to us about here in our world. He's really nice to speak to. He's really chatty, nice personality. I don't know sort of anything about Jeff Buckley. As I say, he was requested, so I had to look him up. So I just found a little couple of details about him, such as what I just explained. I've seen maybe a clip of video quite a number of months ago, when I did first connect to Jeffrey in spirit. But yeah, other than that, I kind of like to go into most of my channels, not really looking up things and just going in with a fresh mind. Maybe the odd time I might have a little look at something, but you know, this time I still haven't. I just wanted to sort of bring him through, and he's got some things that he wants to say to us. So there really isn't any need for me to sort of delve into Jeff's past things, but I will be having a little look at some of his performances and stuff. So, but yeah, he's very kindly come here tonight because yeah, he's been sort of kept waiting for a long time. But yeah, he's been really nice about it and saying that it's fine, he doesn't mind, and he actually just came very short notice this evening. So yeah, we're gonna get into what he's got to say. But yeah, he first came through, he wanted me to call him Jeffrey. Tonight he's saying, he's just laughing and saying that it doesn't particularly matter. Scotty, we kind of remind him of his childhood days, but yeah, whatever. And then when I'm trying to decide on what he wants to be called, he just said, you know, Jeff is fine. So we'll be fair to him as that throughout, or Jeffrey, whichever. So yeah, we're going to get into the questions. Sometimes my conversation is a little bit scattered when I'm explaining things, because while I'm channeling, my mind's sort of focused on that. So yeah, sometimes my words get a bit scattered. So if I can't remember things, or I'm not explaining the things too much, that's the reason why. So yeah, let's get into the video anyway and see what we're going to start off with. So okay, Jeff wants to talk tonight about microbiotics. So that's obviously going down the health route. So that's regarding us. So let's see what he's got to say about that. Okay. Just let him get ready. He's expressed he's a little bit nervous. He's okay. He's fine. He's in good spirits. Okay, so what is it you want to say regarding that topic for us? Okay, so I think he wants to give us some advice on our health for any upcoming things that we've going around, things that we've heard of or bombarded with previously before. Things will most likely come around again. So I think he just wants to give us a little heads up on what it is that we can do, especially those of us who are a little bit fearful and afraid of catching things. Although we have to be mindful that there's always been things going around, viruses going around. They've always been there. it's just that this time around it's been made into such a deal of we really have to fear it, and we actually don't, because there's lots of things that we can do to combat things. It's a natural part of life that things like that do go around, and you know, as I say, we've always had that. So Jeff's going to come in to explain to us a little bit about that, hopefully put some fears to rest, about what we can do. So the first thing he's shown me, sorry, I've just got here, the first thing he's shown me is oranges, and he's referring to vitamin C. So he's saying there's natural methods of protecting you from viruses and boosting your immune system. Okay, so he's saying in essence there's you know, a million things that you can do, probably not a million, but yeah, no, he's just saying there's a lot of things that you can do. Okay, yeah, so he showed me about having natural fruits and vegetables, celery juice for one, vitamin C, microbiotics. So he's saying get some good probiotics. Boosting your immune system is key. By all means. Okay, so let me just see what it is that he's saying, because he's saying by all means protect your fellow humans, your fellow men, not by dividing ourselves away from each other, but by seeing ourselves as one, seeing ourselves as protecting each other by protecting our... Okay, so it's just speaking a little bit faint, so let me just focus on getting what it is he's saying. Okay, so he's getting right into it. So I'm sure a lot of us are starting to understand now. I know some people still aren't seeing it, but a lot of us are starting to understand that the things and the illnesses and the sicknesses that's going around, it's not really about that. Okay, so it's about the world and the AI, and leading us down to an AI reality, rather than the natural world. So we already know what the aims are. We've been basically told what the aims are. So he's saying, so when we're being told to protect others by keeping away from them and masking up, he's saying that no, you protect others by seeing yourselves as one, by not dividing yourselves from your fellow man. He's saying the protection at all costs means to protect humanity, protect the creatures, protect the animals, protect the beauty, protect the nature, keep that intact, rather than the dismantling of humanity and the earth, he's saying. So he's saying that you want to keep that together, you want to keep it going strong for as long as possible, not to endure the suffering and the war and the poverty and the methods of control being put in place. But he's saying we're not here for that. We're here to grow. We're here for light. We're here for love. We're here for unity and abundance, not separation, not division, not to kill each other, not for war. He's saying humanity needs to stand as one and come together and bring together the protection of the peace that many people want to see. Even though many are still believing in a lot of the lies, there's a lot of people on each other's side. There's a lot of people protesting. There's a lot of people taking action. There's a lot of people, he's saying, painting a picture. But what he means by that is there are people who are creating things not for the virtual reality side, but for the natural earth side. So he's saying, yeah, there are people who have things in place to protect that. Considering they're in higher places that you wouldn't expect them to be, he's saying that they are doing their utmost best to bring forth the changes that many of us wish to see. So, and I would just ask him, so what do you mean by higher places? Okay, so he's saying the organisation. So there is people in the organisations, political organisations, that behind the scenes are taking action. Okay, so let me just focus on what he's saying, because he's talking, he's just giving me words now. Okay, so there are some people in political organisations that are bringing a sense, so he's putting it as in, they're bringing a sense of calm to the situation, but their peers don't know. So I think there's some people working for the goods of the people, but on the face of things, yet it wouldn't look like that. It doesn't seem that way. So they're gonna get blamed like everybody else. Name's gonna be tarnished along with the others, but there are actually some people behind the scenes that are working to bring restoration and calm to the situation on Earth, he's saying. Okay. So what else do you want to say? Okay, so yeah, he's just talking about as in, you know, our health is necessary. Good health is very necessary for the vehicle that we're in, but that doesn't mean that you have to fear. Illness is a part of life. The fear mongering and the tactics that are being brought about are only to create more of that reality. So those who do comply are in a way, or in actual fact, he's saying, are contributing to bring, you know, more of that. Unfortunately, it's not our place to judge those who do that. He's saying, unfortunately, some are desperately trying to do the right thing, even though it's frustrating for those who see that it's not the right thing to do. But yeah, there's a lot of people living in fear. There's a lot of people also living in hope. But hoping for things move forward in the so people who are wanting to move forward but on the wrong trajectory, he's saying, those of the light can see behind the scenes what's going on. the agendas, the hidden agendas. Unfortunately, that's not everybody that can see that. Some people are fearful, some people are greedy. Again, we just have to trust their judgment and just let them be. But he says they will go on their own way, they will choose their own path. So all we can do is send them love, surround them in love, he's saying. But the thing is there are many who were fighting the good fight, he's saying. He's putting in those words. So he's saying that, want peace and unity for our world. But of course, there's many who, they don't understand the hidden agendas, they don't understand the full truth of what's going on, and they're aligning themselves with he's saying the enemy. They're aligning themselves with the enemy, for different reasons, for various reasons. So it's like everything's scattered. There's some that want a certain outcome. There's others who want a particular outcome. There's others who want a different outcome. There's others who want a bigger and better outcome. Also, they think and feel. They'll do what's necessary to bring that different outcome. But of course, he's saying they need our assistance for that. So unfortunately, the more we go along with their tactics, the more they're going to be able to get away with. So that's why we have to stand up, fearless, and not disregard the importance of protecting humanity at all costs. Protecting ourselves, protecting our peace, he's saying. And also benefiting from the beauty and the light of the world that's being poured upon us. This is a disgrace of what's happening. Lives are being shattered with no regard for people's health and safety, he's saying. So, okay, what else? Okay. And he's saying, us included, to be somewhat like people in spirit as well, because they have family, they have loved ones here that they care about. It's not fun to watch on what's going on down here, but that is why they're stepping forward. That's why they are speaking out. That's why they're here, closer to the earth plane. We want to see positive changes brought about. We want to assist, we want to help. And we're here ready to take a stand, he's saying, to help. Okay. So he's just smiling and laughing now, and he's just saying on to a lighter topic now. I have no idea what he wants to say. We haven't really talked about it, we just skipped over some of the topics, but now I've forgotten anyway, so. And you want to talk about health. Okay, so what are you doing up there now? She's looking very comfy. He said that he likes to just stand usually, rather than sitting down, but now he's sitting down, he's sitting back. Very comfortable. With his hands behind his head. And he's lying back now, like he's on the sofa. And he's showing me his shoes. He's got very smart shoes on. Like, yeah, smart leather looking shoes with laces. So I think he's dressed quite smart actually. I'm not too sure what he was wearing before, but what he's wearing now, he's wearing a black shirt and black pants and a white tie. Okay, he's stroking the tie now. So he's just getting comfortable, he's just sitting back. So there may be gaps in the video, but yeah, what you have to remember is these souls are stepping forward. They're coming to bring us information. So just like anybody else sitting there, they may have a little pause, or they may have a drink, or they may have just a moment, just to sit back and enjoy, because it's also an experience for them as well when they're coming through. You know, to be relaying these things for us and that. So yeah, we'll just give him a little minute because he's just relaxing and just gonna check in and see what he wants to continue on with, what subject. Okay, so he wants to give us a little talk about love, he's saying. Okay, relationships. As a lot of our guests have done here, we are going to see his take on love and relationships. Okay, so we're saying love and relationships can be a beautiful thing. Disregard all what you've been told. Okay, so he's saying, let me just get what he's saying. Okay, so disregard all what you've been told. Let me just check what he's saying. Okay, he's just on a little joke around. He's laughing now. Okay. So what do you want to say about love? Okay, he's saying love can be a beautiful thing. Okay, so what he's referring to is, okay, yes, we're saying again, love relationships. So, yeah, don't just disregard any information that, you know, we shouldn't continue on with meeting people, connecting with people, those kind of things. Yeah, he's just making a point of saying that. Okay, so he's saying love can be a beautiful thing, but yeah, it's not always easy, but it can be worked upon. So people need to still cultivate relationships with one another now more than ever. Now that technology is at the forefront of everything, and more people are more inclined to pay more attention to the phones than to each other, pay more attention to the devices, social media, videos. Yeah, more people, you know, are staring at screens rather than paying attention to each other, and the connection is lost, especially comparable to what it was many years ago. So he's saying that, yeah, habitual practices of letting those habits go will allow you to connect more on a deeper level with others, which again this is something we can each do to contribute to the energy of love, to the energy of non-separation and division, to the energy of togetherness. And he's saying to the energy of oneness and consciousness, that we continue, to cultivate relationships with each other, but also we don't turn our backs on each other. He's saying that we support each other regardless of opposing sides. He's talking about, politics, football, just he's just talking about like things like that, things that often get into in life and forget, and allow to divide us, in our opinions, or not so much, liking people because of their support for opposing sides of things and those types of issues. So he's just saying that we can all love each other regardless. Okay, the light's just gone out. We can all love each other regardless of what sides that we're on. Those things are not important. But we can all benefit from just loving each other a lot more. Is that all you wanted to say on that? Or... Okay, saying he's got more if you want. Let me just put this light back on. Okay, so we've got some more for us. Okay. Okay, just give him a second. He's not speaking. Anything else on that subject? Okay, he's enjoying himself lying down. He's just going to have a little drink, so just give him a second. You want to continue on the subject of love? He's just laughing and saying he's not well equipped to talk about that. Anyway, okay. What is the next subject that you want to talk about? Okay, he's having a little joke now. He's not. He's not being serious. He's just talking about monogamy. Oh my gosh, I can't even speak tonight. Monogamy. That's it. And he's just laughing. He's just making a couple of jokes. Well, he's laughing. He's just laughing. He's just saying words, saying that he's not equipped to talk about that. Okay. See, sometimes you just don't know how they're going to act. It's not always just straightforward information. Sometimes they just want to goof around, have a laugh, and that's okay. It's nice to see people's fun side. It's nice to see people happy and in a good mood, in a good place. It just shows they still have a sense of humour. It just shows that, they're still living a life and they're still able to, come, chat, joke around, and, Okay, he's just having a laugh. He's saying he's serious now. But he does want to just touch on one more subject. Okay, I think he wants to talk about marriage. Okay, yeah, because he did just say that before. Actually, he said, forget about what you've been told about not settling down. So I think he's talking about to men who have peer pressure to not do that. But he's saying that, you know, managers can still be successful. It's just that you have to work at it, and a lot of people nowadays just want a quick fix of things, and they don't really want to settle down into something that means being committed and having to work on something long term, because they have that fear over them that, yeah, a manager is something that you do have to work with, and people forget that regardless of a piece of paper, relationships, and especially bringing children into the mix, it still takes the work, it still takes the effort, it still takes the time and the commitment and the ability to show compassion, patience and love to another person apart from oneself, which is also very important to show to oneself, to allow you to be able to show it to others. So receiving that, especially from our parents, is very important, he's saying. But regardless whether you receive that or not, you can teach yourself to love yourself, and in that love in yourself, you will learn to love others. So it's important that you do cultivate that relationship with yourself, as he said, regardless of your upbringing and your surroundings. But we have the ability to make our own decisions as we enter adulthood, he's saying. So even though you were raised one way, you can still break the cycle of not repeating the cycle of not being shown love and affection. You can start afresh, start anew, and begin the journey of spreading love even though you didn't receive it, he's saying. So yes, we're talking about the importance of, like, you know, instead of just carrying on and not showing love to other people because you weren't brought up with love. So he's saying it's not necessarily about that, because people still don't know how to show it even though they were shown love. It's more about cultivating the relationship and loving yourself, and then the energy of extending love outwards to others will flow more easily, he's saying, because it has to start within ourselves anyway. And even though we are loved as children, if we don't truly love ourselves, then we struggle to be the best that we can be regarding showing others love and to be loved. So yeah, he's saying, so in actual fact, the presence of the love within ourselves is what will counteract okay, so he's saying it will override the environment that we were brought up in. So yeah, hope that made sense. He was just, yeah, so he was saying override and counteract, so he was just putting it into different words. But basically, yeah, he's saying, so yeah, if we're brought up in a certain environment and we don't get love, we don't have to continue that on and treat others like that and not love others, or not hold back and show others affection, because it's the love within ourselves that will override the environment that we're brought up in. So yeah, I think that's really nice. I think that sounds like true. It's you know, I mean, it's true, we do have to, you know, love ourselves and that as well, but I just like the words that you put it into. And that's what he was just doing. He was kind of thinking in how to put it. So thank you for that. saying you're welcome. Okay, he's just laughing because, yeah, he's just a little bit, he said he was a little bit nervous before he came on, and he's just laughing because, yeah, he's not, yeah, he's just thinking how to put things into words. So, but no, I think you're doing great, you're doing fine. If you have to think about what you had to say first, it's fine. We got the point across. Okay, yes, he just wants to say, he just wants to say some things he's saying about his loved ones. Okay, yes, he wants to send a lot of love out to his loved ones, and he's saying including his mum. And he just wants everyone to know that he appreciates the people who've came to see his performances when he was on the airplane and supported him, and he's seen the messages of love on his passing. He's seen the outpouring of love. He okay, let's see how we wait now. Okay, I'm just not quite getting what he's saying. Okay, so let me just, okay. Okay, so he's seeing the outpouring of love, and he was aware of the tributes. He was aware of the tributes, the outpouring of love, and the things people have done on his anniversaries. And yeah, he just wants to, okay, so he's aware of what people did on the anniversaries, and he just, yeah, he's aware. Okay, he's just showing me some images now. Okay, so yeah, he's shown like floral tributes and the gifts and things like that. So he's aware of people who continually remember him, yeah, on his anniversaries going forwards since his passing. And he's saying he just wants to send out heartfelt love and thanks for that, and appreciation for the adoration and the love that you had for him, and the things that's been done in his memory. He wants to give gratitude for that. Yes, he's just saying thank you. He's not touching on what that is, but he's just saying he wanted to thank for that. So he wants to let everybody know that he's here. He's aware of what's going on in our world. He'll do his utmost best to help and assist if anybody needs him, he's saying. He's saying if anybody needs him to call out to him. And because he's shown me a telephone, an old-fashioned telephone. So he's saying that regardless of the fact that he's no longer in the physical realm, he is indeed, in fact, he's saying, in the spiritual realm, which in fact makes no difference at all to the assistance that they can give. It's just an alternative reality, to the one that we've, so they're just an alternative reality to the one that we've chosen to incarnate in here. But in actual fact, where he is the more real and true earth. But regardless, they are able to come through. They are able to assist in ways that we wouldn't believe. He's saying, in magical ways, in more So let me just catch what he's saying. Okay, so he's saying they're able to assist in ways, and he's saying in more ethical ways, and what he means by that is that they are coming because they want to assist, they want to give help. They're not doing it in the ways of that's unethical, like people. Right, okay, let me just continue what I'm saying. Okay, so what he's referring to is people in spirit are here to help and here to assist, and they're doing it in ethical ways. Yeah, and the reason why he's saying that is because he's talking about there isn't any agenda behind the help that they're offering. Some people wish to offer help, but it's not, some people want to appear to be offering help, but it's not genuine. So they may ask for money and say that it's for a good cause. It's not necessarily so. So yeah, that's what he's talking about. So he's saying, you know, here that's something that can be done, but it's not necessarily going to go to the right causes. It's not necessarily going to benefit what you may think it will benefit. So they come to assist. Okay, you have to give me a minute. I'll focus on what he's saying. He's just kind on talking. So yeah, so he's talking about they are here to assist with no agenda. They're not asking for things, they're just here to assist anyway. Don't always believe. Okay, he's just throwing words at me now. Okay, slow down. He's just throwing words at me now, okay, but in throwing those words, okay. Okay, so yeah, he's just throwing words at me now, okay. But okay, so let me just say what it is that he's referring to. So basically, yeah, he's saying that just be careful what you put your money into. Don't always trust the sources that are asking you to donate money. He's not saying that charity, you know, but there's other ways to assist. There's other ways to assist without there being an agenda behind it. So yeah, he's just saying don't always, he's basically just putting to the point that yeah, when we donate, we don't always know where it's going. There's no way to find out. But you can do acts of kindness, you can do other things to assist people, you can give people food, you can donate things to people. Because doing that, giving money or food to somebody and helping them out is an act of kindness. And you can do things for people every single day. You can do your part for people every single day. People probably, you know, feel that they're being mean because they don't donate money to charitable causes, but charitable causes a lot of the time are not what they appear to be. So he's saying, yeah, you can assist in other ways without there being anything behind it, any nefarious reasons behind it. You can just give your time. If you can give your money, but yeah, you can give it to the person, or you can, you know, give food for a person. You can give food to a person, money to a person. But yeah, you will see where the money's going. At least you'll know that the people who are in desperate need are benefiting from the kindness that you're doing, and not just it's going, you know, to somewhere that you've no idea where it's going. Okay. So regardless, yeah, he's saying there's more ways of doing things than just handing over. And he's saying he's handing over your hard-earned cash to a bunch of strangers that you've no idea what it is they're going to do with it, or if they're going to pocket it themselves. He's saying it's your time and your money being wasted and spent. Being spent on other things that is not in line with the causes that you think they are. But it's also not in line with the kindness that you're trying to extend out to others. So, you know, you think you're doing something to benefit the people, but because you're handing it over, you're not in control of what's being done with it. So, you know, you think that it's going to somewhere and it's doing good, but in actual fact it could be doing more harm. He's saying, and he's referring to the money could be going to, you know, to war or other nefarious causes. He's putting it as. Okay. Yeah, so he's saying, so just be mindful of that. So is there anything else that you want to talk about? Okay, I think that's it for now. Because yeah, he's pretending. Well, he's yawning and pretending that he's tired, and he's tired. Do you want to say anything else, or is that it for now, Jeff? Oh, okay, so yeah, that's all what that Jeff's going to speak on tonight. Wasn't the longest video, but I think he's brought some great information through. I think it was very key subjects he touched. I love what he had to say. But yeah, he's actually saying that yeah, he's going to leave it for now. He'd like to come back for part 2 though. So he has got more to say. He's definitely got more to say. But this was a bit of an experience for him, and he was a little bit nervous, and he wasn't always getting his words together. He had to sort of think about what he was saying, and yeah, he didn't have it as put together as some of them do. Some of them tend to have a lot more information, or they just sort of continue with the rush of information, and he didn't, and that's fine. But yeah, he has got some things that he does want to say, so I think maybe next time he'll be a little bit more, as in prepared. I don't know if that's the right word, but prepared for what he does want to say. But yeah, he's saying he's happy to experience this, and he's happy to be in. He's just lovely, he's so sweet, he's so nice and polite, and very nice calmness about him as well. And thank you for looking so smart for us today. Yeah, he's saying you're welcome. But yeah, he's a lovely character. So yeah, I'll have to have a little look up of some more things about him, because I haven't really seen him or some interviews, because obviously for those of you who are fans and know more about him, you know, you've probably seen that come across yourself. But yeah, he seems really nice and sweet. Yeah, pretty quiet, but yeah, it's really nice. So yeah, thank you for joining me for this video, and hopefully I'll be back sooner rather than later with the next one. But for now, this video has been the channeling of Jeffrey Buckley, our lovely guest tonight. So yeah, I'll definitely see you soon. Well yeah, put in the comments please. I'm really enjoying some of you sharing your experiences about people you've seen in spirit, or people you connect with in spirit. So yeah, please don't hesitate to put those in the comments, because I'll say I love reading your stories, and it's really nice because we all have that ability to connect. It just sometimes happens in different ways for some of us. You you know, some may get it as by seeing and hearing, some may get it by signs or just feelings, and there's a whole array of different ways, but we all have the ability to connect to spirit, and they can just come in any time and assist our loved ones. And sometimes people who we didn't even connect with in life, such as I do now. So we all have the ability to connect with those regardless. Yeah, it doesn't just mean it's our family members. You know, I've explained in another video, you know, why that could be. It could be something as simple as, you know, we're going through similar things, but especially with what's going on in the world right now anyway, they know a lot of people are calling for help, a lot of people want help, a lot of people are lost, a lot of people are living in fear. So they are around specifically for that reason anyway. So it's good. So yeah, remember to reach out, you know, if you need, as Jeff said before, you know, he's there, he showed me the telephone, he's saying, you know, we're here to just reach out if you need. So yeah, a lot of them have said that, so yeah, call out. But yeah, I do love reading your comments as well about you connecting and reading your experiences too. So yeah, as I say, thank you again for being here, and see you soon on the next one. Bye, have a lovely week everyone. Happy September as well, happy new month of September. Thank you, bye.